Welcome back to the Story Bypass, where we dive into the captivating tales of influential figures throughout history. Today, we embark on a journey through the life and legacy of one of the most controversial figures in modern Latin American history, Augusto Pinochet. Join us as we explore the rise, rule, and lasting impact of this polarizing leader. Introduction to Augusto Pinochet. Augusto Pinochet, born on November 25, 1915, in Valparaiso, Chile, began his military career at the age of 18 when he entered the Chilean Military Academy. Known for his ambition and drive, Pinochet rapidly ascended the ranks, eventually becoming the commander-in-chief of the Chilean army in 1973. Rise to power. On September 11, 1973, Chile experienced a military coup that overthrew the democratically elected government of President Salvador Allende. Pinochet played a pivotal role in this coup, leading the armed forces in a violent and swift takeover. This event marked the beginning of Pinochet's authoritarian regime, which lasted until 1990. The Pinochet regime. Pinochet's regime was characterized by repression, censorship, and human rights abuses. Under his rule, thousands of people were arrested, tortured, and killed. Political opponents, students, intellectuals, and anyone perceived as a threat to the regime were targeted. Pinochet's secret police, the National Intelligence Directorate, DINA, became infamous for its brutal tactics. The economic transformation. While Pinochet's regime was marked by human rights violations, it also brought about significant economic changes. Pinochet implemented a series of neoliberal economic policies that transformed Chile's economy. This included reducing trade barriers, privatizing state-owned industries, and implementing free market reforms. The results were mixed, with some praising the economic growth and stability, while others criticized the growing inequality and social disparities. International controversies. Pinochet's regime was not only marked by internal repression but also by several international controversies. One of the most infamous incidents was the assassination of former Chilean diplomat Orlando Letelier in Washington, D.C. in 1976. Pinochet's regime was accused of orchestrating the attack, which further damaged his reputation on the global stage. The plebiscite. In 1988, Pinochet faced a pivotal moment when a national plebiscite was held to decide whether he would remain in power for another 8 years. The No campaign, led by a coalition of opposition groups, managed to secure a victory, leading to a peaceful transition to democracy. Pinochet stepped down as president in 1990, but remained the commander-in-chief of the army until 1998. The aftermath. The aftermath of Pinochet's regime was marked by efforts to uncover the truth and seek justice for the victims of human rights abuses. The Rettig Report, published in 1991, documented the cases of thousands of individuals who were tortured, killed, or disappeared during Pinochet's rule. Pinochet himself faced legal challenges, both in Chile and abroad, for his role in human rights violations. Legacy and divided opinions. Pinochet's legacy remains deeply divided. Supporters credit him with saving Chile from communism and implementing economic reforms that transformed the country. They argue that he brought stability and paved the way for Chile's economic success. However, critics condemn him for the grave violations of human rights committed under his regime. They point to the thousands of lives lost, the countless cases of torture, and the lasting trauma inflicted upon the Chilean people. In the years following Pinochet's rule, Chile embarked on a path of healing and reconciliation. The country established the National Commission on Truth and Reconciliation, which aimed to investigate and provide reparations for the victims of human rights abuses. Efforts were made to strengthen democratic institutions, promote transparency, and ensure that such atrocities would never be repeated. Pinochet's health declined in his later years, and he faced legal battles related to his human rights record. In 1998, he was arrested in London on charges of human rights abuses, but he ultimately evaded trial due to health concerns. His arrest ignited a global debate over the principles of universal jurisdiction and the accountability of former heads of state. Augusto Pinochet passed away on December 10, 2006, without facing trial for the human rights violations committed during his rule. His death sparked mixed reactions, with some mourning his loss as a patriotic figure, and others celebrating the end of an era marked by repression and fear. Today, Chile continues to grapple with the legacy of Pinochet's regime. The wounds of the past are still healing, and the country remains divided on how to remember and address this dark chapter in its history. Efforts are ongoing to promote truth, justice, and reconciliation, ensuring that the victims are not forgotten and that history serves as a reminder of the importance of safeguarding human rights. And that brings us to the end of our journey into the life and legacy of Augusto Pinochet. Join us next time on the Story Bypass as we explore another captivating chapter in history. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you for watching. This video provided a comprehensive overview of Augusto Pinochet, from his rise to power to the controversy surrounding his regime and its lasting impact on Chile. Remember, understanding history is crucial for shaping a better future. Until next time, keep exploring the stories that shape our world.